Good morning. I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I thought I would take a second to show a small tutorial in the stream. This is not an assignment or anything. This is just because some of you are completing your assignments from a computer, but then I started thinking there's those of you that are sharing devices, so you might be actually using a phone, and that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you were able to know how to access the Google Slides to get to your assignments whenever I have fun or silly animations, things like that, just for your entertainment, to make learning a little bit, well, it is what it is, but I try. So, okay, so if we were going to, in my phone, and I don't know how y'all's is, but, there's my button for Google Classroom. And then I also have one for Slides. Then I also have one for Drive, and then there's my Zoom right there. So, and I know for the, yesterday and the day before, I've been doing individual Zooms, which has been working out great. I don't have very many that come to the live, and so it's been working out good because I've been able to talk to some of your parents and then talk to you guys, because I know that the technical difficulties have been there. I know some of y'all haven't even been able to even access Zoom. So, this is what I knew was best for our class, and that is what I'm going to continue to always do, is be flexible and do things to make sure that I'm helping everybody. So with that said, I will start Monday at 1:30 to 2 again, and at the first part we'll answer questions and any concerns, but I'm offering up my whole weekend and stuff to do that too. So lots of different times for y'all to email me and, have access to talking to me. I don't ever want you to think that I'm only available only that, for those up to 30 minutes or whatever that we're on live. You're going to have pre-recorded lessons to look at, and I want to try to make it to where when everybody comes back, I've got some face-to-face and some that are at home. I want the ones that are at home able to be in the class just as if they were there, but I also have to make sure that everything else is still presented the same way for those that are having to watch it at a different time. So it's going to be fair to everybody, and that's why we're taking all this time right now to get all that set up so that moving forward, we're going to rock at this. We're going to all be professionals and look at all the technology that we're learning from this. And y'all, when you get older, even now, the technology is not going away. So it's here to stay. So get good at it, and you're going to be so successful. And this is going to be part of the success is going to come from the fact that y'all are having to be exposed to this stuff so early. The only thing that I do stress over is the screen time. So let me hurry up and shut my mouth, and I have a tendency to go on tangents with this stuff. So let me get to the point. So we're in Google, okay? Say this is what it's looking like on your phone. Okay, you can't even see off to the side like you can on your computer where it says due dates and things like that. You're not seeing any of that right now. So all we can do right from here is we can either look at the stream or we can go to classwork. Okay, so from classwork, you're going to do get off your screen get off your screen reading assignment. Sorry, I don't even have my glasses on. I apologize. So at this point, you're going to see this, okay? So this gives you the instructions, and then what I'm trying to say right here is to access, you click on the attachment below. Yes, I want you to get to the assignment, but to see the animations, you need to make sure that you're clicking present. So when you come down here and you actually click on this attachment, okay? Click the yellow Google slide. You're going to see that there's a few of them. I just have extra ones because a lot of times students were going in and they were clicking on my stuff and it was in edit mode and it was messing up all the buttons. So from the screen right here, see over here to the right corner, there's a little square with a triangle. That is what, if you're doing this from a phone, don't worry about these other slides down here. It's just the first one. These are just extra ones in case I want to go in and change up something or do something different. So just ignore that. Always go to the first one, okay? I would always tell you, hey, make sure you look at multiple slides. But when you put it in present mode, you're going to end up getting all the slides anyway. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to click this button that is right to the right corner, okay? If you're on your computer, you're going to see a little play button and it's going to say present, okay? That is what you need to do. On a computer, you push present, and on your phone, you're going to push the square with the triangle, okay? Right next to this paper, oops, didn't mean to do that. You're going to go to the one to the right, not the Zoom one. Right here to the right. Square button, boom. That's going to bring it right up. Now, see on my screen, it's so little, okay? So what I need to do is I'm going to turn it sideways, and then it'll open up more. You can zoom in and zoom out. Now you can see my message. I'm cleaning up the classroom. Make sure you're accessing your assignment today. Click the paper. Okay, so right here, I still can see the slide, but guess what? Nothing's actually happened. So see this little button right up here? It says play. Looks just like the play. In any of your classrooms, I don't know if any of your teachers are silly and do this kind of stuff like I do, but I absolutely love this stuff. I've been an Bitmoji user for years. In fact, at my current position, I still do insurance. My first boss, he wouldn't even allow me to send emojis to people. That's how much he was against it. And then look where we've come. They're everywhere. And I'm gonna just do these because it's just too fun. So I want y'all to get the most out of it, and this might actually help you with some of your other classes if you're not understanding whenever you're clicking on their slides and then you touch the stuff and like blue boxes are showing up and it looks like you can move everything all over the place. That's because those are in active mode. They're not in present mode. So make sure you're pushing the plus button, okay? And then it's going to say this, present on this device. Now, if you're in a computer, it's not going to do that. It's automatically going to start playing, okay? But since we're not in that, I could present it to a Chromecast or somewhere else, but instead I'm going to present on this device on my own phone, which y'all can do on your own phone. So now it's in present mode. Now look, see, it animates. Now you wouldn't have even known that if you hadn't pushed the play button. You have to push play, okay? Now to access your assignment, which don't forget, I say it's a major test grade because I really want y'all to take advantage, and it's just a completion grade, okay? But I'm still giving you credit for a major grade because I want you to really take your time and answer all the questions and fill out the form to your best of your ability. You can use the videos that I have embedded in there to recall prior knowledge or to go over some of the lessons that, like for instance, on annotation and a few of them, figurative language. There was a few of them that the minute that it went to that on my pre-recorded Zooms, there was no volume. And so I had to make sure that we catch up, okay? So at this time, this lesson is going to be our saving grace, and then we can, keep moving forward. And we also have access to our study sync now. Everybody's active in there. So we're good to go. So whenever you click on the paper, that's funny. Now, follow it, boom. Now you're at the form. So now I'm going to turn it back. Okay. So this is basically just saying, get off your computer screen reading assignment. You're going to receive a major grade for this. It's a completion grade. Just try your best. It is what it is. Okay? I know y'all have had a long week. You've been looking at a screen way too much, I'm sure. And with that said, I wanted you to get off the screen and read an actual book. I want it to be tangible, okay? For at least 30 minutes. Then you're going to come back, fill out the form. I changed the due date. You have until Monday, until 1:05. The reason why I said that is because at 1:30 we're going to be on live Zoom. At that time, I wanted to make sure that everybody at least had a chance to try to answer these questions to their best of their knowledge. So that way, when you go back and look at the live feed, the live Zoom pre-recorded, or if you're with me live and we're going over some of this, I want you to have already done this. So you have up until that time, okay? But no later than that, okay? This is where you start filling out the form. At this time, of course, y'all aren't going to see my stuff. It's going to be where you're going to enter in yours. But I need an email address. I put a little note in here letting you know, don't forget, if you go to your weekly checklist, which I know kind of looks crazy. It's a little all over the place. I'm having trouble putting things in those boxes. the table is just not my thing, but that's how it was set up. And I started using from my husband's at Westbrook, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure out something because it's just not my favorite. But I want to have a birthday section for us each month, and I have a lot of stuff that I'm in the process of trying to complete, so it's kind of all trial and error right now. But at least you can have an idea and get on there, and it gives you a little bit of what's going on. And I've got the calendar for BISD on there. I also have and those links on that interactive part at the top are where you can go to search for different things. And maybe while I'm on this right here, I can show you how to do that too. So, you're going to put the date, today's date, right here. This is not required, but I hate to say it's not required. I need a picture. Those of you that know how to click this add a file right there, and you can select your files either from your drive or wherever, or from your device. If you're on a phone or if you're on your computer, it's going to bring up your files. And if you have any pictures, I need a picture of you. I'm not seeing very many of you on Zoom. And even when we are on Zoom, when I'm sharing the screen, I can barely see y'all as it is. I don't have any pictures that are in the grade book. There's only one person's picture, and it's so adorable. And I'm not going to call her name out because I don't, want to embarrass anybody. But it's so cute. But it's like from years ago, and I need to be able to put a face with a name, okay? Trying to build a relationship with y'all, and so I really need a picture, okay? I also have a little spot if you want to send a video. That's cool. So the rest of this is, your name, last name, when's your birthday. I need a parent's name, a number that they would prefer to be reached at. I like to send good positive stuff that y'all are doing in the class. I'm not one of those that are only getting in touch for negative issues. They need to know when things are going right too, and that's only fair to you guys. That's what represents y'all the best. What class period you're in. I've got a few questions about if you're coming to school, staying. I've got a question if, or how can we make this work when we're all together? This all will come into a spreadsheet for me, and that is why I know some of this stuff you're like, Miss Walton already asked me this. Why is she doing this again? But I needed it to be all in one place, so I appreciate y'all. And then when we get to here, this part, I'm starting to bring back up the things that I'm going back, and I'm going back over everything that we've learned up to this point. So we go back to annotating. Then we're talking about different genres, literary genres. I want you to give me an example of yours. What's your favorite movie genre? I give some examples down here. There's nothing to do on these forms. This is just stuff to recall, okay? Then I start getting into some little things that are kind of tricky because I just want to see, how much you know, how much you can figure out by accessing prior knowledge and what we've learned. I've got some little videos that go along that are embedded in here that all you have to do is click on if you need a little bit more info. You don't have to look at any of those videos, but they are good resources to go back and view if you need. So you'll see all this right here. You're just answering the questions, and then these little bits of videos are there for you if needed. Okay. How to annotate. Remember when I did my pre-recorded, you couldn't even hear her when it went to her. That was my fault. This is all new to me, so I've had to figure out how to make this stuff work for you guys. So with that said, then at the very bottom, you're just going to push submit. And then it's literally telling you a copy of your responses will be emailed to your address. A lot of you send me messages and you're like, I don't know for sure if it went through. You're supposed to be getting a response. And so if you push submit, I'm confident that it is going through. There was some of you that said you didn't have a way to do a picture, and that's fine. Please find a way to, if you're sending me a text message, then you should have a way to take a picture of yourself, smile, send it to my phone. I'll put it in there for you, okay? But I really want you, if you know how to do this and you know how to use this technology, I want to see you using it, and that's what's going to help our class as a whole. So this is going to end up being a lot of fun. I don't want y'all to be stressed over technology. I want you to embrace it and feel confident and tell your parents, hang in there. I'm sure some of them that are not used to doing this technology are literally freaking out, and I don't want that. So I'm very, very fair, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your responses on this. And, you know, just don't forget, on Monday, I plan on going back over and reviewing a lot of this as well, and answering any questions on the live. And then you're going to have, it's going to go on from there. There's going to be, you know, lessons to do. There's going to be things to watch. And I'm going to try to make it as fun as I can along the way. So y'all have a very good day. Email me if you need anything.